I always seem to have damp hair when I'm talking to you about Thunderbirds. It's mainly because if we film it on a Monday morning, I've just washed my hair. It's not because it's incredibly greasy or because I'm lazy or because I go for some weird wet looked hair. It is literally because I've just washed it. And yes, AJ Lee, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, creepy friends. Welcome to Slams and Bobs, where it is that time of the week. Unfortunately not where we have a Monday moan, but where we review the most recent episode of our beloved Thunderbirds. This week has to be my favourite episode so far. I totally got excited when I saw the intro come up with all the little clips. I was like, oh my god, it's episode 1. I think it's the episode that most of us have been waiting to see. That first episode, totally reimagined, brought up to date, and see, we've had elements of old episodes in newer episodes, but this was the one. So if we all go back to episode 1 of this, it was where Tintin was coming back to Tracy Island. They were on Fire Flash and the Hood takes it over. That was essentially what this episode was. It's a tribute to the very, very first episode, and I loved it. The Hood is back to being the master of disguise that we know he is, and you knew they made that gentle hint. I'm just a bit tied up. Literally tied up, locked in a cabin. And you kind of just triggered. It's a little bit less obvious than it was with the original version than this version. So it makes it kind of a bit more fun because you're kind of guessing, going, is it the Hood? Isn't it the Hood? I don't know. Carano is aboard. KO is aboard the plane, and this annoying guy is talking to her with a Lemmy moustache from Motorhead. Something happens and she realises the plane isn't doing the right thing. It's going off course. She loses contact with base, and then the gas masks come down and they all get fooled. She doesn't. She just pretends to wear it, realises it's the Hood. The Hood is basically abducting the aircraft. We don't really know why. It's probably, again, to get the world to hand over the Thunderbird crafts. And then she proceeds to find a box that's it's like a big computer box. You'd think in that day and age they were a little bit more discreet than a big, massive box that it was. I mean, it was literally, here's my makeup bag. It was literally like twice the size of this. It was like, you'd think that it would be like a tiny thing like that underneath that stops the signal, that jams the signal on that. But no, it was a big, huge thing like this instead. KO removes that, and then she has to hide from the Hood, and then she goes down to try and move the craft and gets into a fight with the Hood. Now, when could the Hood fight like that? Never. Why isn't the Hood using his powers? Why aren't the lights in the eyes coming up and mind control? Or is that just the dog on Britain's Got Talent now? Is it right that we see a grown man beating up a woman at 8 o'clock in the morning on a kids' TV channel? I had to question that. I did have to sit there. I woke up quite early on Saturday morning anyway because I had to go out, and I kind of mentally had to question the legitimacy and the correctness, political correctness of that. I was thinking, is this okay to do in this day and age? I mean, I'm all for women and equal rights, but I was thinking, that's a little bit uncomfortable. We see him hit KO multiple times, and I'm not sure that was the right thing to do. Just my opinion. What do you think? Do tell me. I don't know if I like the Hood fighting. I would rather see him control KO with his eyes, but I want the power, okay? If you're making the Thunderbirds, the Hood has to have his powers, okay? That is like a staple piece like Brains' stutter. We'll get onto Brains in a minute. Oh my god, the old music. They were playing the vintage old music. I had chills, my ovaries were exploding, and I was excited. It was a true fans episode. Of course, KO takes control of the plane, the Hood parachutes out the plane and saves everyone on board, and then convenes with the Thunderbirds later on and goes home. So all in all, a good episode. There was no Brains, which made me happy. And I think it's definitely been my favourite episode so far. It totally surpassed episode 1. Maybe, and someone had a point when they said this earlier in the week, maybe with the time frame that they now have, where it's only 25 minutes, although there's no break in between that I remember, maybe it's a little bit more rushed than the 45-minute period of time we have on this. But it was a very enjoyable episode, and total mark out, loved it. Do another one like that. We have to talk about Brains quickly, because someone made an accusation on the channel. I've since removed the comment about my views towards Brains, and in all fairness to me, every fan I have spoken to on here thus far, and even if I meet people on the street and we get to discuss it, which doesn't happen that often, 99% of people, all the people I have spoken to, hate the way Brains is at the minute. My view on Brains has to do with, I don't feel the voice matches the character. It feels wrong. I don't like the fact that they're editing out the stammer. It seems to be every episode he's just talking more and more normally than like this that we want to see, if you understand what I mean. It is nothing to do with anything else. It is purely the fact that I cannot stand the voice to the character. It does not match for me. It doesn't work for me. And for most of you, it doesn't seem to work either. I didn't like the accusation that came in, but I wanted to clear up that it is to do with nothing else whatsoever. And we've cleared that up. We're all friends here. There's new friends that keep coming aboard every week and joining this party. Just for everyone to know, and just for my peace of mind, that you're not thinking nasty things like that of me. Although I know I'm not going to please everyone, and here I'm not setting out to please everyone. That was this episode. Apparently on ITV Player it's episode 4. I don't know if it's episode 4 or 5. We still have absolutely no idea. Thank you for watching this, everyone. Hopefully next week I'll be able to post it on the Saturday or on the Sunday. Every time. Every blooming time. Why? It's a rubbish call again. Thank you for watching this video, everyone. I will see you back at next weekend for the next episode, which, as I say, I don't know whether it's 5 or 6 now. I don't know whether this one was 4 or 5. Apparently it's episode 4. Who knows? See you later, everyone. Bye.